What's up, plant fam? The horticulture culture is back, and I want to tell you about some plants that I really want. Keep watching. Alright, so all things considered, I've been doing a bunch of unboxings. I have a ton of plants that I am like getting surrounded by, so it's really starting to look like a jungle in multiple places in my house. So what I want to do is a purge that'll be coming up. I actually divided a few plants. I'll be doing some videos on that. It's just been crazy for the past couple weeks. I actually did some leca, which I'll be showing you in another video. What else? And once again, I have to get rid of some plants before it gets too cold. So what, actually I got two people that I would like to mention. One is the Naked Gardener. I don't know if I spoke about him before, but he actually asked me to give a few plants that were like my top 3 or top 5. I try not to say top 5 or top anything because I like them all, and I hate to be on a level where, well, I don't hate it, I don't want to make my plants feel like they are not loved, just in case they are conscious and they know what's going on. So usually like the plants that you see in malls, like ponytail palms, or like a regular variegated pothos that I have, they're all in their own niche or own love, or they all have a perfect spot in my heart. So, but I'm gonna try to give you my top 5. Number 1, I would say it is it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Well, let me just put it out there, because there's so many plants that I want. I mean, it's just so many things that are going on in the plant world, the plants that I keep saying keep popping up. But let's just say for what I have right now, and then I'll go to my wish list later on. But I would say the top 3 in my possession that I really like is number 1, and I don't want him or it to hear, or anybody else to hear, even though I'm surrounded. But I would say it is, and it's really on the fence, because like I said, they're all perfect and beautiful in their own way, and it's like living art. It's basically like having a piece of living art in your home. So what I'm gonna fly around with and say, and it's on the tip of my tongue, I want to say, I'm just going to go say it. It's the Ring of Fire plant. I'll put a picture somewhere in the background. That plant right there is it's a fast grower. It looks way better than what I have right now, because mine's it's looking a little shoddy. It came from Thailand. H1 Plants got it, and I keep getting these small plants, so I'm pretty much done with the Thailand thing, because the size of the plants and then the way they're conditioned, like I said, I've actually lost 3 plants in total. Probably one that you know about was my last what was my first Monstera constellation, but pretty much they owned up to it, and then basically they said they'd send me another plant in the mail, which I got, and it's flourishing perfectly. But I lost my variegated. It only had like 2 or 3 leaves. It was like real small, and I probably have some videos. Just check back on them. That died, which I'm really upset about. But I mean, it's part of the game. But it died probably 2 or 3 weeks after. I think I overwatered it, and it just got root rot. So I'll chalk that one up to the game, but it was pretty small. That variegated burrow max, or burrow marks, should I say. So yeah, the Ring of Fire, a mature plant. I'm really digging that plant. Second plant that I'm really feeling right now, of course, it's pretty much on the top of, or close to the top of everybody's list, is that constellation, that monstera constellation that I have. I'm gonna say that's number 2. It's popping out. I'm waiting for it to get bigger and stronger and taller. But right now it's about, I'd say it's about 3 foot high right now, along with the huge leaves that it's putting out. But the beauty about that, the white and the green, it's just something that you'd never see anywhere. So I would say that was basically my top 2 plant. And three that really just what comes to my mind right now is the monkey tail cactus. Believe it or not, that monkey tail cactus in its mature form, when like the hairs that almost look like thorns, but they're actually hairs, and it really feels like hair, or a monkey's tail. I would say that would be my number 3. 1, 2, 3. Number 3 pick for a favorite plant. Once again, I've had one cutting since last year, and since 1 year, and it just literally just put off like a couple of roots. Recently I put it in some dirt, and it's still like kind of hanging on with that one piece, and I'm like, I need something else. But I found a juvenile monkey's tail, which is also may be called like a rat's tail. I'll put the scientific name there, but I'm not going to even say it. But that's the Latin name of the monkey tail cactus. But just like the mature version of mostly all the plants, the mature version of most of the plants, like the fenestrations, like all the plant, like the monsteras, they just look better, older. But we're working with some small plants now, so it's neither here nor there. But it's all good. Number 3 would definitely be like the monkey's tail cactus. Let's even crawl down the line. Let's give you 2 more. I think we can give you 2 more. Number 4. Not even looking, is like the Aloe Marlathi. That's one of the plants I actually saw in my local ShopRite. I was in ShopRite, and I was walking around. I said, let me just check out these plants, and I noticed that they had this one plant that was in the succulent section, but it's one I haven't seen before. And just seeing like it grow and how big it got, that's definitely my number 4 plant for right now. That's just, I'm not saying it's like in stone, but that's what it is. The Aloe Marlathi. Of course, it's like a mountainous plant. I think it is from Africa. Matter of fact, hey Google, where's the Aloe Marlathi from?
On the website krugerpark.co.ca, they say Aloe Marlathi is found from Northwest Province, Gauteng, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Swaziland, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Mozambique to KwaZulu-Natal.
So that's an African plant, which is cool. And last but not least, let's bring number 5 home. And I'm not even like really looking at them right now, because if I just look at them all, but my number 5 plant. This is a tough one. This is a real tough one. My number 5, what would it be? Oh, I think the Squaferum, or I don't know. It looks like a. Well, I'll just put a picture of it right there. That's my number 5 plant, because like the new leaves, when it merges like a new leaf, the stem is bright red and it has these hairs on it, and it's just nothing like I've ever seen before. So right now I definitely would say without, you know, really disrespecting the rest of the crew, that would be my number 5 plant on the list. Now, my wish list plants that I would definitely love to snatch up in a heartbeat was one, that silver dragon alocasia, and I could wrap off these a lot faster than what, you know, with the plants that I got right now. But number 1 is that silver dragon alocasia. There is a Priya alocasia with its I'll put the picture right there. It's a metallic looking alocasia. Next, what I would be looking after and what I would be wanting. Actually, this is pretty hard. What would be number 3? What do I want? What am I looking for? I don't have the Albo constellation, so I definitely would pick up the Albo constellation. I know it's not like your constellation, but it's your variegated Albo, so like it's almost like a white knight philodendron, but it has pure white leaves, or half, and that's pretty much majestic and stunning in itself. And I don't own one of those, but I would definitely like to pick one up. So that would be number 3. I can give you 2 more. Let's think about this one. What don't I have? Oh, number 4. I definitely want to get into pitcher plants and carnivorous plants. So I would definitely pick up a pitcher plant. And I've seen a lot of different varieties of pitcher plants, and I haven't owned one yet, and I'm hearing that they're pretty much easy to take care of, but I would definitely love to have one of those pitcher plants. One was definitely, I don't know. I don't know exactly which one I would like, but I just would love to have a pitcher plant. Maybe they would even like help out killing fungus gnats, because I'm hearing that if you smell one, it's actually attracting. They smell good, so they attract, you know, insects or anything to get in there in the wild, and they fall in the pitcher. They can't get up, and then that's how they get absorbed. That's number 4. And last but not least, what can I say is my number 5? Number 5 plant. It's just random, because this is like a random idea, and I'm not sure what I'm aiming at, because like I said, you always see something new. I know exactly, and now it just really opened up a whole book. An anthurium. I would like to have one of those Ace of Spades, or there's a couple other that I can't even mention right now. I'll just put pictures of them right there. I would like to have one of these. That would be my number 5 for right now, for 2019. On the way out, on the way into 2020, I would like to pick those up. So those are pretty much on my top of my list for like the Naked Gardener. I think if you haven't heard of the Naked Gardener, check him out. He's basically really into homesteading. He's out in the West. Him and his wife. It's nothing better than having like a partner with you to like help you, garden. And they also, harvest their garden. What they got in the garden. Him and his wife, and they they enjoy it. They bring it home and eat it. So what's better than that? You can watch what you got, grow it, eat it, and bring it home, and then tell everybody about it on YouTube. So check out his channel, Naked Gardener. Him and his wife, real good people. Love to watch him all the time. And actually, he's actually diving into some indoor plants. So I actually just sent him a message not too long ago, and I said, listen, all I need is your address. I'm not going to charge you for shipping. I just want to just bless you with something that, something that a plant that I'm compelled to give to Naked Gardener, because he's really been, active on my page, messaging me. We've been talking back and forth, and I know he's been traveling. I think he's I don't know if he's in the military, but he's in Georgia right now away from his wife. So I just wanted to send him a a nice gift, which is going to be one of my Pilea pups that I'm going to send them in the mail. Enjoy. These Pileas are great. I'm actually going to have probably like 20 more. I have to do some cuttings from my main mother plant, but I have to just get rid of some plants because these plants are just overwhelming me right now, the way the care and everything that's going on. My second mention, I want to give a shout out to Crystal Renee, or Renee 420. She's out in Arizona too, on the West Coast. I'm actually going to be sending her out a Rhaphisophora tetrasperma that I've been growing under my grow lights, and I'm sure the plant will do well with her. She's been asking me about that. I wanted to trade, but all the plants that she has, I mean, they're nice looking plants, but of course I don't have every plant in a nursery store. And one of those things about me is like I'm real particular of what I like, especially when I'm overwhelmed and I have like plants everywhere and you got to worry about watering them. So if it's not something I want, I'm most likely going to neglect and or wind up killing. So we didn't decide to do a swap, but she offered to to buy it off of me at price of what I paid. All she had to do was pay for shipping. And I'm sure she'll love that plant, but go check out her page too. She's awesome, plant keeper, mother, and like I said, she's plant family, so that's basically it. Guys, if I haven't mentioned you, don't forget, I will be mentioning you. Just keep in contact with me on Instagram, and also keep in contact with me here on YouTube. I love to chat with you guys, and just like to interact with plant family and plant people all across the world. I've been talking to people all across the world. It's just been a great experience. That's why I said I love the plant community. I mean, there's ups and downs with everybody, but the plant community is such a loving group. I've met tons of people, just tons of people everywhere, and it's just something that I cannot stop bragging about. As much as the plants, I can just more brag about the people that I meet on here and through Instagram and such. But that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my wish list plants and the top 5 that I have. Don't forget to check out those 2 other channels that I mentioned. I'll put the link in the comment section below, and keep growing.